Ark Invest is finally bullish Bionano Genomics, and they may be investing in this company any moment from now. In this video, we are going to be diving into why I believe Ark Invest is finally bullish Bionano Genomics. I have made several videos talking about Ark Invest and Bionano Genomics, their relationship with Simon, the top analyst whenever it comes to genomics in the Ark Invest ETF, genomic ETF fund. So Ark Invest finally has changed their tone about Bionano Genomics, and any moment from now they may be investing in this company. Guys, if you have shares of Bngo, hold on to your shares. Know what you own, do your own due diligence. Don't let any short-term volatility take away your shares of this company. I mean, this is really amazing. I can't believe what I am reading about Ark Invest's latest opinion on Bionano Genomics after the acquisition of BioDiscovery that has changed everything. We now have access to next generation sequencing data. We have access to microarray data. We are now combining all this data with optical genome mapping data. That is what we are going to be diving into in this video. And of course, I have extra information to share with you guys about Bionano Genomics' latest update, what happened last week, and so on and so forth in this video right after the intro. What up investors, it's your boy Dayo. Welcome to Frunkla Investment, where we talk about Bngo from Monday to Sunday. Even if it's my birthday, I still talk about Bionano Genomics. To receive daily updates about your investment in this amazing company, Bionano Genomics, click on the subscription button to become a member of this family. Join the likes of Mr. Rishipi, our Chief Business Officer, that says he enjoys my YouTube video and my enthusiasm for Bionano Genomics, and he thanks me and he hopes that I keep up the great work. Click on the like button and the subscription button, become a member of this family. Let's get to it. So this is where we are going to be starting from, guys. Finally, Oppenheimer stick to their buy rating for Bionano Genomics. This is an article that I have been looking for, for almost a week now, and finally I found it. Of course, this is from 15th of October, but you guys can see few more details from Oppenheimer analyst Kevin DeGita, how he reiterated a buy rating on Bionano Genomics stock on Tuesday, last week, setting a price target of $14, which is approximately over 160% upside from where we closed on Friday, because we closed on Friday at $5.15, but this price was $5.34 when this article was released. And the reason why I want to share this page with you guys is this. For those of you that are wondering what the analyst estimate is for the third quarter of 2021 earnings, you guys can see right here, DeGita expect Bionano Genomics Inc. to post earnings per share EPS of minus 0.07 US dollars for the fourth quarter of 2021. This one is for the fourth quarter of 2021, but for the third quarter of 2021, hopefully I'm going to be diving into that also in this video. So let's go to the next page, guys. So for the third quarter of 2021, this right here is the analyst estimate. They are expecting Bionano Genomics to post minus 0.06 US dollars EPS for the third quarter of 2021, but Kevin DeGita expect Bngo to post minus 0.07 for the fourth quarter of 2021. You guys know that Bionano Genomics has promised to install about 150 Sapphire devices till the end of this year. Now let's go to the next page. All right, guys, so this right here is a post from our Chief Business Officer, Mr. Rishipi. You guys can see right here, Bionano Genomics celebrating Orange Theory Fitness at Orange Theory Fitness San Diego, UTC. Fidel Friday is what they call it. You guys can see Dr. Alka-Shalbe right here, our Chief Medical Officer. This our Chief Business Officer right here, Mr. Shippy, and of course our CEO, Dr. Eric Homelins. And I can't really recognize this lady and this gentleman. So I think she is more or less one of our newest member, and perhaps him as well. So on the second side, you can see we are proud to partner with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society to bring light to the darkness of cancer. So this more or less, partnership with Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, it's all about cancer as well, helping creating more awareness about this horrible illness. Let's go to the next page, guys. So for more information on that, this is the Twitter page of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. You guys can see since 1949 we have pioneered groundbreaking cancer research, beating cancer is in our blood. For patient support, visit blah blah blah. Okay, for more information you can easily go to their page and find more information, because Bionano Genomics is more or less, you know, about helping researchers to figure out what is going on in genomes, okay, with genomes of patients, for example, cancer patients. That's why all these things are also important to we Bionanans, okay. That is why I am sharing it with you guys in this page. Let's go to the next page. So 2 days ago, we saw Bionano Genomics announcing that they are pleased to announce the closing of the previously announced acquisition of BioDiscovery, okay, Inc. The transaction closed on Monday, October 18th, 5 days ahead of our target date. The two companies are working together for a successful integration. So this is a wonderful news, guys. I mean, 5 days ahead of their target date, it means both of them are eager to start working together to make sure Bionano Genomics becomes a great success story, okay. That is more or less what this page is all about. And also more information about the acquisition, you guys can see right here, we have Dr. Shams, okay, our chief informatics officer, finally saying that he is very happy to be formally part of the team to help move Bionano Genomics further into revolutionizing genomic medicine, okay. I need to give him a love and wonderful, okay. I need to super happy to have you on board. So let's go to the next page, guys. Now we have to be informed that, you know, our chief informatics officer, Mr. Shams Sohail, is finally vested, okay, with 5.3 million shares. I already made a video about this, but this is more or less an update of what happened last week, you know, just to carry those of you guys that have missed some of my videos along, okay. He is finally vested. We finally have, you know, 5.3 million shares, you know, granted to him, common stock of the company, okay, and that has increased the total ownership, the total insider ownership of Bionano Genomics by over 150%, okay. I mean, now I believe the insider ownership, you know, according to that video that I made like 2 days ago or so, is now about 3.something%, okay. That is a wonderful news. It used to be about 1.something%, but right now it is now above 3%, okay. All right, guys, so this is what this video is all about. I mean, if you guys are following Simon Barnett, you guys already know that this guy has more or less shit on anything that has to do with Bionano Genomics, you know, until most recently, until 22nd of October. I mean, this guy has been bearish Bngo almost from day one, okay, even when the stock price was trading at less than $1, you know, when it was a penny stock, when it was trading at around 38 cents, guys. Last year, 38 cents. Bngo was trading at 38 cents, and still Bionano Genomics is not looking attractable to, you know, the likes of Simon, the top analyst at Ark Invest in terms of genomics, the ETF genomics, okay. So right now this guy has changed his tone, even though if they missed the over 3,000% rally of Bionano Genomics, they were still talking bearish about Bionano Genomics. But until recently, this guy has changed his tone, okay. Look at what he has to say, okay. He said, how long until the molecular diagnostic company begin delineating SaaS, software as a service revenue? The amount of matched and the identified genomic and clinical information these groups are generating is unprecedented. The information is invaluable to biopharma, blah, blah. That has nothing to do with Bngo. So Cisco Trader, one of our, you know, most bullish Bngo bulls out there, okay, that always posts his due diligence on a daily basis, came in and asked Simon this question. He said, Simon, what are your thoughts on the acquisition of BioDiscovery? Think it will help move Bionano into a better playing field? I have heard other companies wanted that company. Now, this is a wonderful question, okay. You would expect Ark Invest, you would expect somebody like Simon to make a tweet or you know, make a post about Bionano Genomics acquisition of BioDiscovery, but these people at Ark Invest pretended like nothing happened. I mean, how is that even possible? If Ark Invest claims to be in front of innovation and Bionano Genomics just acquired a software company for $100 million, and we heard nothing from the likes of Simon, from the likes of, you know, Ark Invest, all this genomics ETF in Ark Invest. I mean, that was really disappointing. So Simon got question from Cisco Trader, one of our guys, and this is what Simon has to say about, you know, Bionano Genomics, and to my, you know, surprise, he's more or less bullish Bngo. And of course, he still has some misinformation like this one right here, LRS, long read sequencing detect all variant classes. But Can it detect it as fast as Bionano Genomics detect it? Can it detect it as cheap as Bionano Genomics detect it, or as cost effective, you know, as less labor intense as Bngo? Absolutely not, okay? And of course, there are a lot of structural variants out there that long read sequencing is unable to detect. So this right here is a false information in my opinion, okay? So he continues, he said, at the margin, I like it. I can't speak to how contested the asset was, but it makes sense for Bionano in terms of expanding their addressable market. I have said it before that outside of cytogenetics, it may be harder to justify using OGM because of its focus on big structural variants. What he's trying to say right here is that the reason why he was bearish Bngo is because Bionano Genomics was, you know, 100% focused on optical genome mapping, okay, for large structural variants, and he believes that the market is not really big enough for Bionano Genomics to justify their market cap, for example, you know, to have a market cap above, let's say, 1.5 billion US dollars. So what he's trying to say right now is that he likes the margin that BioDiscovery creates. I have shared tons of videos, tons of information with you guys, you know, over the past days, that the acquisition of BioDiscovery has increased the total addressable market of Bionano Genomics. I mean, I don't know how else to say it to you guys, okay? So Simon continues, he said, don't get me wrong, cytogenetics is in need of innovation, but in a high throughput setting, you need to be able to call all variants from SNPs to indels to small and large SVs. This is also one of reason why I have been vocal about liking LRS in this setting. So that is why he believes long read sequencing is best for them instead of optical genome mapping. But now the story has changed, okay? That is why I always tell you guys, always hold on to your stocks. Know what you own, okay? Know what you own. If you have a company that is trying to revolutionize old school method of doing things, old school outdated methods of analyzing genomes for structural variations like karyotyping, like FISH, I've said it several times, you guys have to start to dig deep. The one reason why I fell in love with Bionano Genomics back in 20th of December 2020 was when I read something about artificial intelligence. And when I read about Bngo trying to revolutionize an industry that is old school, that got my attention. This is more or less like Tesla trying to revolutionize ICE industry, okay, trying to take over the business of Volkswagen, Mercedes-Benz, and so on and so forth. So Simon continues, he said, he made this false, you know, as you know, LRS detect all variant classes without requiring multiple workflows or integrating multiple data types. This is a substantial advantage in my opinion. I think I don't really agree with this statement, okay? That is one of the problem of Simon, and this is one thing that I believe is left to be proven wrong, okay? Now he continues, he said, however, as I said at the beginning, if BioDiscovery has a knack for merging NGS data with OGM, that is a good move, guys. That is a good move. Of course, Biogenomics, we have this NS clinical software, okay, that is able to match data from NGS and OGM and microarray, and that is where the money is, okay? That's where Bionano Genomics game has changed completely. So Cisco continues, he said, if BioDiscovery has a knack for merging NGS data with OGM, what exactly does that entail? Is it like old school compared DNA on print, RC, blah, blah, blah? You know, Cisco just said everything and he answered him. And then he continues, he said, crudely, the information leaving NGS and OGM are different, and they contain list of DNA variants that don't overlap. Therefore, it is necessary to reformat them and match them together to see if they can help guess and check each other. So it continues again. This is another bullish statement. For example, NGS might say you have a tiny mutation at a certain zip code, but because NGS reads are so tiny, it might be right about the mutation but be confused on the zip code. That's called mapping error. Then comes the big OGM file that lacks detail but get zip codes right. In this way, by combining the two, you can retain the NGS mutation call but lift it over the actual correct coordinate using OGM data. There is still a dead zone though, medium-sized variants too small for OGM and too confusing for NGS. Then he continued, said, it is possible that having the added spatial context from OGM will improve accuracy for those medium variants, but may require development of new algorithms and still requires margin information, basically a lot of custom backend. So what Simon is trying to say is that the acquisition of BioDiscovery is going to help Bionano Genomics in a nutshell. I mean, this guy is clearly saying that OGM and NGS, these two technology complement each other. Okay, that is more or less what he's trying to say, and that is where BioDiscovery comes in, guys. We are taking data from NGS, taking data from OGM, because until the acquisition of BioDiscovery was unable to take data from OGM. Okay, I shared a video with you guys about our latest chief informatics officer, his interview, where he said that he believes that structural variation is their next target. Okay, this interview was more or less from few months ago, like 2 months or 3 months ago. So now that we have acquired BioDiscovery and they now have access to structural variation from OGM, from Bionano Genomics, it means we now have everything more or less. Okay, I mean, this is just fascinating, and in my opinion, Simon is bullish Bngo. I mean, this is just the beginning. I love how Bionano Genomics management, I love how they are executing. Okay, I mean, we have our chief business officer right there, we have our chief commercial officer right there, Jason Pryor, we have Dr. Ark right there, Marco Darkovsky is there, and so on and so forth. These guys are executing, guys, perfectly. Let me end this video right here. I remain your boy Dayo. This is Frunkla Investment. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Ciao, ciao. Damn.